Environment science is the field of science that studies the interaction of the physical, chemical, and biological components of the environment, and the relationships and effects of these components with the organisms in the environment. The field of environment science can be divided in three main goals, which are to learn how the natural world works, to understand how we as humans interact with the environment, and also to determine how we affect the environment. The third goal of determining how humans affect the environment also includes finding ways to deal with these effects of the environment. Environmental science is also referred to as an interdisciplinary field because it incorporates information and ideas from multiple disciplines. Within the natural science, such fields as biology, chemistry, and geology are included in environmental science. When the most people think of the environmental science, they think of this natural science aspect. But what makes the environment science such a complex and broad field is that it includes fields from the social science and the humanities. The social science fields that are incorporated into environment science include geography, economics, and political science, and philosophy and ethics are the two fields within the humanities that are also included in the environment science. Well, in this video we're gonna talk about the Earth movements, the moon and its effects on the Earth, and the seismicity in Mexico.
Located atop three of the large tectonic plates, Mexico is one of the world's most seismologically active regions. The relative motion of these crustal plates causes frequent earthquakes and occasional volcanic eruptions. The San Andreas Fault is a continental transform fault that extends roughly 1,200 kilometers through California. It forms the tectonic boundary between the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate, and its motion is right lateral strike slip equals horizontal. The fault divides into three segments, each with different characteristics and a different degree of earthquake risk. The most significant being the southern segment, which passes within 35 miles of Los Angeles, and the slip rate along the fault ranges from 20 to 35 millimeters. Almost all of Mexico sits atop the southwest corner of the massive North American Plate. Immediately to the south is the much smaller Caribbean Plate. The North American Plate extends westwards from the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, which runs through Iceland and down to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. To the western edge of North America, in a north-south direction, it extends from close to the North Pole as far south as the Caribbean.
The Earth and its movement. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun, and it has a unique characteristic that no other planet we know has. It's the only one that has life on it, life of all types, plants, animals, and humans. Its average temperature is 15 degrees Celsius, and because the planet has a water and an atmosphere, it is the perfect place to live. Like other planets of the solar system, the Earth moves in two different ways. One is called rotation. The Earth rotates on its own axis. Axis is an imaginary line between the North Pole and the South Pole. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete a full circle, a day and a night. And the other one, it's called revolution. It means that the Earth revolves around the Sun. The Earth takes 365 days to complete the revolution equals a year. This caused the 4 seasons. And now we're gonna talk about the moon and its effects on the Earth.
The Moon is an astronomical body that orbits planet Earth, being Earth's only permanent natural satellite. It is the fifth largest natural satellite in the solar system. The Moon's gravity pulls at the Earth, causing predictable rises and falls in sea levels known as tides. To a much smaller extent, tides also occur in lakes, the atmosphere, and within Earth's crust. The pull of the Moon is also slowing the Earth's rotation, an effect known as tidal burst, which increases the length of our day by 2.3 milliseconds per century. The energy that Earth loses is picked up by the Moon, increasing its distance from the Earth, which means the Moon gets farther away by 3.8 centimeters annually. The Moon's gravitational pull may have been key to making Earth a livable planet by moderating the degree of wobble in Earth's axial tilt, which led to a relatively stable climate over billions of years where life could flourish.
In conclusion, geography is a way of thinking, of asking questions, and observing and appreciating the world around us. It gives us tools we need to move around the world, to make wise decisions about our environment, and to relate more meaningfully to people from other lands and cultures.